Hey everybody, Neil Winteregg from Matterhorn Business Development here. Welcome back to the sales floor. For this week's tip, I want to go over the 4 successful things that I do when sales are slow or when you're feeling like you're not closing as much as you were before. I've been there. Every salesman goes through what they call a slump or a dry period or whatever it might be for you. But there is not external factors that creates it. It's actually all you. So what I look at when sales are slow or I'm not doing good is I have 4 steps that I do. Step number 1, I want you to make a list of all of the things that you have done over however long it has been that you've been a salesman or a sales rep or trainer, whatever it might be. I want you to make a list of all the things that you know work when it comes to selling. Your successful actions list, so to speak. I actually have this list on my computer at all times, and I update it as I go along, and as I learn more and gain more experience, I actually add to my list. So it might be listening to the prospect. It might be having your attention on the prospect and not being focused on your commission or your money. It could be networking. It could be personal enhancement, taking an hour a week to improve your sales ability. Whatever successful actions you've had in the past that help you sell and close a prospect, I want you to make a list of all of those things. Step number 2 is now we're going to make a list of all the bad things. All the things we know definitely don't work when selling somebody. Not listening to the prospect, not making enough phone calls in a day, not sending the right enough emails, being bored. Whatever list that you need to compile for that, I want you to make as many of them as you can of the things that you know definitely don't work. Step number 3 is now we're going to review both lists newly and fresh. Okay, not looking at like, yeah, of course. I want you to really look at all of these successful things and all these unsuccessful things. And I want you to review in your mind the previous 5, 6, 7, however many failed closes you've had. I want you to look back and differentiate. Say, well, with that one, I really wasn't paying attention. I was focused on getting to lunch. I was focused on my vacation I'm taking. I was worried about my car. Well, on this one, I didn't listen properly, or I assumed that the person wanted something. I want you to really take the successful and unsuccessful and look at your most recent interviews that you've done and look at what you did in each column that was not working or what you dropped out. Then step number 4 is I want you to really just take all these successful things and start doing them. Start going back and contacting past prospects that you failed to close, or anybody that you felt like you really blew it with. You can actually go back and try and close them now using the things that you know work and ignoring the things that don't work. And those are the 4 things that I do whenever my own sales are sticky. And you know what? As soon as I do that, sales just start rolling off, because it's not something that changed around you. We always look at what changed here, or the product is wrong, or the marketing is wrong, and this is wrong. If you all of a sudden stop closing people, it's not that something in your environment changed, it's that you changed. You stopped doing something that was working, and now it's not working anymore because you stopped doing it. So always look at what you changed and what you did. And those are the 4 things that I do to make sure that I always stay fresh. And like I said, I take that step number 1, I keep that list up to date at all times. And I'm constantly adding to it. Oh, this is really good. This is something new I started doing that's really working. I add that to the list so that you don't forget about it and put it on automatic. If you need any help with your sales training, contact us and we will definitely be able to help you. But this is a simple exercise that everybody can do to start increasing their sales immediately. So hit the subscribe button down below and be sure you follow us on Facebook to get more updates, and I hope to hear from you soon.